arduous journey to get here. As it turns out, we ended up with a rain delay in Dallas that held us up for a couple hours, only to find out that the plane, when they pushed back, was not working. So we ended up with having to get a new airplane, and we are finally here after about a 7-hour delay. Instead of getting in at 11:30 in the evening, we actually got in at about 7 in the morning. And these are just some of the streets from my hotel room. And you can pan back up here and give you a little flavor of the distance. Name is the capital, Peru. And I'll take and swing back in and show you my hotel room. Oops, pan a little slower than that or make you dizzy. There we go. Kind of reminds you of any kind of mid-range hotel in America, Red Roof Inn or whatever. And I'll walk you over to this window. There's one of the locals up having breakfast on the. There we go. This is a brand new camera for me, so I may be a little rough to start, but we'll get a hold of that. And we're going to be off to the Christian Science Church in a few minutes because this is Sunday the 12th of August 2001. Well, and for those of you that can't read this, this is First Church of Christ Zionist in Lima, Peru, and we've just had a wonderful service with these people. And now we're all out in front kind of milling around. Yep, almost got me. But wonderful service, all done in Spanish. Singing the hymns was quite an interesting experience with trying to pronounce the words in Spanish. I was going to try to do it in English, and I was like, no, let me follow the congregation. Wonderful sound, though.
So that the atmosphere was too sad. Their houses have the same color of the sky. And that's why, since that time, they began to use very bright colors. And the color that you can see more in the colonial area is the pink, yellow, and pink blue. Here, you can see these houses to the right or left, and most of them have outside their homes the Peruvian flag. You can see that the Peruvian flag is very similar with the Canadian flag. You copy the good taste, they copy us, huh? It's Peruvian flag since the end of the 19th century, so who copied who? They. The thing is that here, when the Spaniards arrived to our country in the beginning of the 16th century, immediately they constructed their houses, same way that they construct in Spain. And don't forget that in Spain they don't have earthquakes, and here we have earthquakes. With the first earthquakes, all those constructions fall down. So they have to think how to construct with those strangers' movements. And that's why for the first floors they used adobe bricks. The adobe bricks are made with clay, straw, and dried with the sand. And for the second floor they used a kind of bamboo covered with clay. In case of earthquakes, the bamboo have a lot of movement. And if the bamboo fell down, it's not heavy and cannot destroy the things that are inside. So they used adobe bricks and bamboo for the construction of their houses from the Spanish time to 1940 approximately. In 1940 we had a very big earthquake here in the city of Lima, and since that time they began to construct their houses with bricks, irons, and then with concrete. Now we're going to cross the Bolognese Square. Bolognese is one of our heroes. All these construction that you can see around were private homes, belongs to very wealthy families, and these houses were constructed around the 20s. Now are different institutions. From the Spanish time to 1950 approximately, wealthy people used to live in downtown Lima, that is all this area. But since 1930, downtown Lima began to be very commercial, and the wealthy people decided to move out from downtown the century. Also, these houses were private homes, but not now. Look this next house that you can see to your right on the corner. Look the second and the third floor, all the decoration that they have around the windows. The original owner of that house was the Quesada family, and the Quesada family is the owner of the most important newspaper that we have in our country, El Comercio. Then always to your right, you will see a house with the iron fences. That is the teachers' union here to your right. The original owners of that house was a family banker. No. That happened after we started. I'm talking about
Just give you a flavor of the streets in the city.
And Pizarro came in the 16th century. So because of the businesses.
Here's our driver.
The people that didn't have
Hi.
Europe, except
What's your name?
Spain, they came
Name?
from Italy.
No
Alan.
plate?
Another place.
Alan.
Alan. Está hablando
Alan,
tu nombre.
okay.
Ask my name.
Here's our guide.
Just say, ¿cómo se llama?
¿Cómo se llama?
In Spanish because I don't understand English.
Oh, okay.
Well, look to your right in this next block. That is our art museum. The building was constructed in the year 1861 and was designed by Gustave Eiffel, the same of Eiffel Tower in Paris. Eiffel never came to Peru, but he sent the different projects that we have, this one in Lima, in Iquitos, that is in our jungle, and in Arequipa, Tacna, and Moquegua, that are 3 cities south of our country. This condominium, constructed in Lima, was the first building that had elevators in whole Peru. In the beginning, wealthy people used to live there, but when wealthy people decided to move out from downtown Lima, a lot of lawyers decided to rent the building for their offices. Now you can see that the streets are narrow because they have the same size as had during the Spanish time. In the Spanish time with the horses, this was enough, but not now with the cars. In both sides of the pedestrian, you can see yellow line. Everywhere that means forbidden to park, but you can see cars parking in one side. And the drivers doesn't going to move the car, only if the police arrive, perhaps they're going to move the car. Have around are close to the cathedral in the same block with the brown box balconies is the Archbishop Palace. In that building our Archbishop works, but he lives in another place. Just in front of us we have the Government Palace, without any other name, only Government Palace. In the front our President works. In the back he can live with his family. To the left, that is the City Hall, and the other buildings are commercial arcades with private offices. These commercial arcades, City Hall, Government Palace, and Archbishop Palace, were constructed between 1930 to 1946. You can see that more or less it's very recently, but all looks like old-fashioned because it's not a good idea to construct a very modern building near the cathedral or near the fountain. Look to the left. We have a procession. And always when we have processions, they make very big parties. And, well, the parties took hours.
of burial chambers for some ancient mummies.
It depends on the prestige.
That's kind of the way they remained. Originally, it would have looked like that until the erosion.
Until 20 people
And here are a couple of the mummies that they've actually pulled out of these underground tombs. Get a little close-up of the face on this one. Kind of grisly, but hey, I think he's smiling.
Here you can see the brown cotton, purple cotton, and white cotton.
This is all cotton fabric.
Cotton completely disappeared. Brown cotton was rediscovered approximately 20 years ago by a group of archaeologists that were working north of our country. They decided to take some dry cotton seeds. They put again the seeds in the soil and was a big success when cotton began to grow, and a big surprise when flowers changed to brown cotton. But the color of that brown was not too dark. But if they want other colors or darkness brown, they used the chestnut. For the blue, they used the indigo. For the red, they used the cochinilla, that are little insects that we can find in the cactus leaf. For the yellow, they used the seeds of the sweet pepper trees. And for the green, they used the chilca, that is a plant that we can find close to our yard. To fix the colors, they use human urine because human urine has a lot of urea. Now we use salt. Before they made the threads, they changed the color of the cotton. Because if they made the threads and then they would change the color, they knew that they would have a mess.
Now we're looking at water pots from the Muchi culture, I think is what she said. And some of these are just incredible. They would have been filled with water, and you would have drunk from the top of the spigot. Look at the detail on this one.
they show their vegetable products, the ocean.
The expression on this guy's face. There's another one of these water pots. Just do a little close-up here on the beautiful work. Pottery doesn't do much for me generally, but this is something a little different. Here's another water pot. Look at this little guy with the plate in his face and the huge earrings. You can kind of see the earrings on him.
If you're going to cover that with a soup, never soup is transparent. And when you're going to take your soup, you finish, you have to...
Yeah, I think this will be the last pot that I show you. And it was just kind of cool the way it's rotating. Looks like a little dwelling. Looks like a little open courtyard there in the center. Comes around and you can see the houses, or the rooms in the house. Well, I've split from the group for a moment and come back and just videotape this one textile, which I thought was really incredible detail. As you can see, it's extremely fine work. I thought the colors and everything for being, I think she said these are a couple thousand years old. And this is all hand-dyed, or cotton and woven.
Meters deep, and outside they didn't make any tile
Silver and
outside.
gold.
When the Spaniards came, they walked on top of these tombs, but they didn't know that something was underneath. Just at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, when the people make holes looking for water, holes for things like this one, things like the water. That's why our pre-Inca history is very recent. We have to
Amazing earrings.
Now,
This here is a funerary mask.
is this white gold or
It's
is
a
that?
little hard to see. It's made out of gold. It's very poorly lighted.
Okay, well this is, no, that's gold, but this one here, that's
You can make
silver.
out the face there.
Now, are these silver?
And here are some very tiny turquoise carved statues. See if I can get it to focus in. There we go. And that one there is about an inch tall. Really nice detail work.
have to be located right in the
This is
middle
a
of the Inca.
statue
All the Inca Empire was
or a mannequin
connected
of
by the
a,
Inca Trail, and the Inca
one of the original
Trail had
Incas.
approximately
You can see the huge
25,000 kilometers.
earplugs
And they only have
and a golden
that
shield on
time
his
three
chest.
laws. Don't be lazy,
Intricately
don't
woven
be a liar,
tunic.
and don't be a thief. They didn't say hello, nice to see you tomorrow, good morning, good night. Only,
And of
don't
course,
be
no
lazy,
ink would be
don't
the
be a
same
liar,
without
and
the
don't
battle
be a
axe.
thief. And with those three sentences, a girl that was sacrificed in the Andes of Arequipa. Before that, everybody thought that in the Inca Empire they didn't make human sacrifices. But they did. This girl was sacrificed when she was approximately 13 years old, and all her body was frozen with all her interiors. That's why a group of Japanese investigators wanted to study her DNA. A few months ago, we read in the newspapers that her parents came from Panama, and her ancestors is very probably that they came from China.
From where?
China.
China.
So crossing the Bering Strait. When she died, she didn't have suffering because before she was completely asleep with drunk, and then a priest destroyed his head with a big stone, and then she died when the blood go out. In the same place when they found this girl, they also found the big stone that destroyed his head.
Well, we're here in Porto Bendonado or something like that. Maldonado. Thank you, thank you. And here is the airport. We are now in the Amazon basin. And this is a cool place, and they want us to move along, so I'm going to have to keep this short.
This is the main street in Puerto Maldonado, the frontier town on where the Madre de Dios River flows out of Peru into Brazil.
Thank you.
There you go.
That was the dulcet tones of Rachel Crandall, our fearless leader. And I do mean fearless. Anybody that'll travel me in a foreign country knows that they got to be fearless. Probably 90 degrees, and as you can probably hear the sound, we're traveling in a open-air bus or van or truck or whatever you want to call it. And got a little canal running down through the middle of the street. We've been here about 10 minutes, and I'm sweating pretty good now, so we know we're in the jungle. Taxi cab. I'll swing around here and show you some of the brilliant people that are here. There's, well, that's the top of his head. Now that's his left ear. There's his lovely bride. Hi, Susie. Hi, Nate. How you doing?
And my word for you is happy.
There you go.
And we are all happy. don't gossip. He has us on camera.
Yeah, look at that. Don't say anything nasty now because everybody will hear what you said.
People that are watching this.
Hi, Buzz.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I
Chris,
thought you were
hey,
Buzz.
Chris, hey. No, she's camera shy. And our fearless leaders again. Okay, here is truly an amazing scene. We're just down the street from the office for the group that's taken us into the jungle, and I just came walking down the street, and here's a little overview of the Porta Dendamel, whatever the heck, I never can do those names right, but it gives you an idea, and it shows you the river off in the distance, and the lay of this is quite a lot of water. And now we have ridden down the road, and this is these are one of the boats that we're going to be taking. We're going to be going about 2.5 to 3 hours down the river, and that will eventually get us to the nature center that we're heading for. A bunch of tourists, snack shops over here. Say hello, Nate. And here we are, leaving the port city. This is our fearless driver. Hi, driver! Yeah, he's waving back to us. So just swing around here. We're going to be on this for about 2.5 hours. I'm just going to bring it right around.
No,
They've made us all put life jackets on. Makes it easier for the piranha to find you if you're floating on the surface rather than thrashing around.
Hey, there is no zipper on mine. It's not supposed to be but there wasn't one.
This is high living, guys. I'm going to lean out here a little bit and get a view. Over the buzz of the engine here. We've seen a caiman so far. Well, I've been in some unique hotels in the years, but this one will definitely go down as the most unique. And I'm just gonna... Hi, ladies.
We have a luxury hotel here.
Yes.
No, we really do.
Is this bamboo?
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
We have bamboo walls. Take you into the bedroom. That was my entry door, which is a couple pieces of burlap, and as you can see, they've got the netting prepared for when you sleep. There's my camera stuff stacked on it, and this burlap wall is the bathroom. Everything is lit by kerosene lamps. There's no electricity in any of the rooms. There is the shower, which is covered around by clear visqueen. And then the wall here is just a grate. There's nothing more than that. And it empties right back out onto the jungle. And just do a pan down to the jungle here. Really an amazing place.
The nests while the males are flipping around.
Like any other species.
Yeah, and if you see if you look really good, you'll find that they go like when they call, they go like this.
Did you repeat the name again?
olive or pendola. Pendola is because of the color of the tail. Oro means gold. Means oro. And pendola for the tail. Yeah, this morning when we were going down the river, we saw one. Yeah, really huge, white. They're really, really cool compared to me.
Is that a man-made platform that I see up in the sea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people go up there.
How do you get up there?
They pull a rope and
You can see the rope hanging down.
it's like a harness. You pull it and it's some like you grab something.
Well, this is being filmed in night shot. I don't know how long any of this will come out. The main thing is to listen. This is my room. Mosquito netting, open to the world. In the distance you can hear a male howler monkey marking his territory by screaming. Cool sound. It's now about 4:30 in the morning. Come on, guy, yell again. It's an eerie, strange sound that started about 10 or 15 minutes ago. Well, it's morning. It's about actually 6 o'clock in the morning, and we've just taken a short boat ride up the river, and we are now taking a little morning walk through the jungle, heading toward heading up toward a lake. And that's Dwight in front of us. You can hear the noises. We've been hearing a whole bunch of different animals, along with mosquito. I've come to the conclusion that mosquitoes lead a patient life. When I got out of my mosquito netting this morning at 4, they kind of went, we've been waiting for this, attack. So they had their merry way with me until I got back into the same smelly clothes I had on yesterday. It became kind of irrelevant to clean up when it's this hot and this humid, and right now it's probably about 80 degrees and about 150% humidity. So sweating profusely is the term. But quite a beautiful walk through the jungle. Okay, this is definitely the Steven Spielberg morning wake-up shop in the jungle. Look at the streaming of the light. Just magnificent. We are on a little boat on the lake. Sound of the paddle behind me.
So he skulls. Yeah, he's trying to get down there. No, he's fine. He just rocks it back and forth. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
This should be a real long can and finish up with our boatman here. This is where we just came down through. I'll see if I can show you what he's doing. He is sculling the boat along. There's some of our group and our fearless guide here. And there again is that absolutely gorgeous sunrise. And we are right Here on the lake. And this is a Watson. Zoom in here. Look at that. A little hard on the moving boat to hold it steady, but I'll get in a little closer. You can see the crest and the blue on the eye.
Look at the blue around the eye. I see.
Moved his head back a little bit. There we go. Turn around. Oh, nice. Thank you. And there's a little one right below him. Oop, he just moved up in the tree. Oh, there is his. Well, under the magnification I'm using, this, I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but right in the center of the picture, right at water level, is, I think it's 3 great river otters. And because the boat moves, I can't hold it stiller than this, so.
Did you get to see them with your regular telescope? But I think lots of people haven't. See them. And then one of the sons up in the kids' school.
It was a giant river otter.
Then it's a ways from the light.
There's the head of one. Yep, and there he goes.
Look, right there, about 4 of them with their heads above the water, or am I looking at the wrong?
No, they keep popping up and down.
Oh.
There's another one there. Yep. There's 3 of them there. These guys aren't get any closer, we're going to be able to swim with them. Here's a toucan. You've been all watching the river otters. And this boy snuck up, he's just about directly above us, that's why it's a little hard to hold him. That's one big bird. These are army ants. Hey Rachel, tell me something about army ants.
Well, army ants are wonderful cleaners-uppers. They come through the forest and they eat everything in their path. They sometimes raid wasp nests or termite colonies or other ant nests. They also can, if they come into your house, your best bet is to just go away and let them come and eat up all the scorpions and spiders and get all the eggs of all the other ants. And then you come back in a few hours and your house is de-insecticized and everything is clean. And then they move on.
We are crossing our path by the zillion.
The horror stories are that if you were really, really bad, like a criminal, that one of the penalties was to stake you down in the forest and let the army ants come and eat you alive.
This is a capybara, and it is the largest rodent in the world. I'd say he's about 3 feet long, about 3 feet long, something like that. He's just sitting up on the bank there just above the river and having himself a good dinner.
Capybara, they are vegetarians because they only feed on grass.
You're seeing the smoke from the engine just kind of puffing past us, that's what that is. There's your profile of him. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a Fisher hawk. Oh, this is literally daylight in the swamps. We're sitting here on the shore of the river. Beginnings of beautiful sunrise. I'm going to pan around and just give you an idea where we're at. This is coming up in the clay licks, which all the activity starts in a little bit. And there are the clay licks. Well, things are starting to get noisy. Here comes the sun. You should be able to hear in the background all of the noises from the parrots. Here's what we're going for. There they are. Here's the reinforcement. This is hard to describe it. There's so many of them.
There's a whole bunch of watching it just every place. There's one whole real scarlet red bird in there, isn't it? Totally red, everything. A smaller one, not a great big one. Huh? In the bush, yeah. Oh, in the bush? In the tree itself. Oh, yeah. Totally red, but nothing left on it at all. Maria?
The parrot, there is a very orange head
Only one. If you want to see it's here in the store. Come on, take a look. Orange coat.
Yeah. Maybe from the wonderful time.
Never they are not now.
There's a group of scarlets over here. They may be behind the tree. Yeah.
Just come across. Look at me, sir. Okay, look at me.
Oh, that's pretty sad.
Let's see them. Okay. Beautiful. Oh my God, thank you. Oh, how gorgeous. I wonder if I could take that with me. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, thank you. She's got 5 macaws, if you haven't looked at it, right
These are the parrots. The very light green are the mini parrots. Look at this parrot. With orange hair. This one is black. Yeah, the yellow-headed.
I see them, yeah.
There are 2 on top of one.
Right, there's 2 of them
Same
side by side.
orange head.
Oh, yeah.
Los orange sí. Those are white belly parrots.
Yeah, that's the white belly. But if you go down,
There's only one. Yeah, the small one. The white-eyed
There's a pair of 500 power, but when you go to all the way up, it just blurs all out.
White-eyed parrots. They're all green, long tail.
I think the brighter light would make it easier to focus on this. Yeah, really. Got some nice blues. That's why I bought the add-on adapter rather than use the. Rather than use that. Oh, there you go. Oh, and there's those orange-headed ones again.
Did you get them?
Yeah.
They are also on the wall, all of them.
Oh, really? Well, there's some up on this.
Go to that right, a little bit now, right? Yes, there,
Oh, there's a black-headed one there.
yeah,
Whoops.
that's the orange.
Oh, okay. Oop, I lost him.
Yeah, no, they are.
Oh, there it is.
just
There,
middle.
right in the center.
Yeah, orange.
There we go.
Have to wait till they all go. Huh? We have to wait till they all go, which is not good.
After when they all go?
Which is good.
Then I don't see any. There's still none over there.
He's got a whole flock of them on there.
You hear the
Yeah, there's about 50 of them right here.
there.
They're right over here on the.
Oh, I'm not taking any more.
This is a group of caterpillars. If you look real carefully, they're actually moving. All moving in a big group, crossing the path. There they go. That's pretty cool.
Also, what is interesting is that you can hear a lot here, no many sounds. Like macaws, parrots, different, but sometimes it's not so easy to see mammals, especially because it's very dense, you know. It's, in Africa, for example, you can see it maybe for 1 kilometer. No, here yes, we have 5 meters or 3 meters, and no, and just with a piece of cotton, we attract
there's a
a
big
lot of
bee.
bees. No, and all
Let's
of
see if
them
I
were
can
made,
find
so
them
and you
again.
you can touch it because they don't have a sting. No, yes, because yes, the males
Are the bees that came here to that smell, were they shiny?
shiny.
The shiny,
Yeah, also
yeah.
that one. Also, it came that one. Shiny. Natural nest,
There's
you know,
some
nature.
flowers.
Does that.
It keeps it in balance.
It's in balance because the macaws are predators of seeds. No, they don't disperse seeds. They just eat the whole seeds and they just, no, they don't help so much, you know, so that's why that's a balance in nature.
The panel above here is a artificial macaw nest that they've installed right there. This is to help the breeding program. It's a piece of PVC pipe that's been refitted with the bottom and top, and then they put a hole in it, and it simulates a hollowed out tree, and been relatively successful, they say. And right beyond it there, you can see a macaw hanging. There's another parrot up here. Well, here's something that I've been looking for, and we finally have found. These are leafcutter ants, and there are just zillions of them. And if you can see, they actually are carrying pieces of leaves. I don't know if I'll be able to find where they're actually cutting them from, but they're everywhere. And you can see them coming along. Oh, got hit by something. Thank you. You can see the little fellas running along here. There's one carrying a big load. And there's about 800 million of them. There's some more.
Isn't that amazing?
I'll just work my way up they're kind of walking right along the side of the path here.
Look at all of them on the lawn.
Those are leafcutter ants. This is a termite nest. I'm going to take and just zoom in. We kind of punched a tiny little hole in it. And as you can see, the termites are coming out going, "Hey, what you doing out here?"
They're going to mend the hole. Within an hour, that hole will be all reconstructed.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take a real close up, and you can. Oops, no, that was just a little too close. There we go. Those are termites. And here's another close-up of a busy colony of leafcutter ants as they head toward their hive. You will see just all of them climbing along, carrying their little load. There's a couple more macaws way up in the tree. Oops, and they just took off. This is a red howler monkey. And it is almost over us, which means it can pee on us. There's another one.
see them this low. They're usually 80 feet up. Like a monkey. Red howler. Jay's looking back that way. He sees. Here comes the other one now. Oh, that's a male, right? Yeah. Look how much bigger. Central America, they're always black.
These guys are about 5 or 6 feet from me. Ah. There we go again. There's a total of 5 or 6. We can't quite tell because they keep moving around. It's almost directly above me, so it's a little hard to film. And yet here's another view of them.
It's a yellowhead.
This
You
is a
have a very
Faninga.
good eye. He's long. Look at his head just hanging out there.
Faninga snake. Now.
Do you want to
Here he is. They blend in so well when you get them on the screen. It's like,
Oh, yeah, where is he?
there's the tail end. I'll follow up.
Two's enough on the snake, right?
Yeah.
Are they poisonous?
Are they poisonous? Somebody asked.
No. It's not poisonous. They feed on
No,
rodents
that
and
case
frogs.
No, off on
Your strap is in the way there.
Strapped in.
N-I-N-G-A.
That should make it a little better. Whoops, now I lost him.
We get his head too. Move a little to the left.
We'll never get out of this forest.
I know, they're too many.
No, I've lost him in the viewfinder.
Hey, lunch is in 30 minutes. We're going to be out of this forest.
You're not going to miss
There we
lunch.
go.
No.
What else we could eat in here somewhere?
Snake, yeah. Have you ever had roasted snake?
It tastes like chicken.